Eliminating preconceived ideas is crucial to our work as paranormal investigators. We can't let our beliefs cloud our judgment or influence our findings. It's important to approach each investigation with an open mind and let the evidence speak for itself. The next chapter of our journey leads us to the bayous of Louisiana, where we will be researching and investigating the historic Centerville Steamboat Inn.
What really drew you guys to this place and wanting to be the owners and wanting to own a beautiful home like this?
Well, I was born and raised in Centerville, and my family migrated from Italy back in the early 1800s, 1820. Anyway, but I was born and raised here in Centerville, went to the school right over there, and this building has always been present, and it's always been a point of interest to me because I own the property right next door.
With you guys reopening this place as an Airbnb, I know we've all been told about a lot of the claims that you guys have heard as the owners from people who have stayed here. Is there anything in particular that stands out as some of the claims that you've heard?
Well, we've had 3 different women who don't know each other.
They've never met each other.
Claim that they've seen a lady in blue. And 2 of the women said they told them basically some of the same things.
One in this room.
One in this room.
She was sitting on the settee.
She was sitting on the settee, and they told her that, don't you love the color of the walls? They painted them blue because blue's my favorite color. And she says, Charles and West didn't pick this hotel to buy. I picked them to buy it. I mean, she named us. We were shocked about that. And then the second lady that saw her, and the lady in blue, she was in the upstairs, one of the upstairs bedrooms, and she said the same thing to her, don't you love the color of the walls? They're painted them blue because blue's my favorite color. But that girl said she saw a little boy standing next to the lady in blue. And a lot of people have seen the little boy, and they claim his name is Billy.
The main incident that sticks out in my head is the very first time that we investigated. We left a camera on overnight pointing in the attic, and no one was upstairs in the attic. Camera's running all night. Light comes on in the attic by itself and it just stays on.
The same night when they left the cameras running, they also caught a shadow move across the wall. Personally, I was upstairs, the second floor, in one of the bedrooms. I was the only investigator on the second floor at the time. The door was closed. I was asking questions, and I introduced myself and asked, what is your name? And at the moment, I didn't hear anything, but when I listened to my recording, in the background, you can hear a female voice, very southern accent, say Georgia. And that was incredible.
Well, I've been an empath my whole life. I sense things. I can walk into, the attic is where I felt I was uncomfortable, very uncomfortable with it. But I can say this much, I would never stay here by myself at night.
Yeah, I felt like there was a great deal of fear.
Disturbance.
Yeah, in the attic, but I don't feel the rest of the house. I feel very comfortable. I would stay here. I would spend the night.
No, dear. Not me.
Yeah, I would definitely spend the night alone. I don't know. You know, they're not gonna hurt you.
No.
And people need to know that.
So from what I gather from the interviews, there's good experiences and negative ones, right? But that doesn't mean that there's a negative entity here or a demonic entity at all.
Right.
From Colette, she's saying she will not go into the attic, right? She's saying she will not sleep by herself. But does that mean there's evil here? I don't believe so. I think what it is people's intentions. If you're going into this location and you're experiencing positive, it's because you're wanting to experience the positive.
Right.
If you're experiencing the fear and trepidation, it's because you're already apprehensive, you're already going into the location with that intention. So I think what we need to do tonight is wipe the slate clean. We're known for doing our sensory deprivation, we're known for doing those experiments. But I think in this case, we need to try sensory deprivation and sensory overload.
Okay.
To where it wipes the slate clean. We go into the investigation with no expectations. I think from that, what is going to happen is we're going to find out if there's more positive spirits trying to communicate here, or if there's some angry spirits, or maybe some upset ones that want to get their story told. And the only way we're going to find that out is if we wipe our preconceived notions out, we wipe the slate clean, and we go into it complete deprivation and complete overload at the same time. That's something that has not been done very much, not by us, and not by any other person that I've known in recent years. So I think we need to do that tonight at the same time and see what we can get.
For this specific experiment, we are utilizing the Estes method, which is a sensory deprivation technique that involves being blindfolded while listening to radio frequencies at a high rate and calling out any words or sounds being heard. We're also using specialized glasses called mind blockers, which were engineered by inventor Bill Chappell. These glasses have flashing LED lights with headphones attached to them that's playing constant white noise, designed to overload the mind with information. During this, subjects claim to see vivid images and hear voices with no natural explanation.
All right, so we're here. No preconceived ideas.
Maybe. Woman. I'm pregnant.
You're pregnant? You were
Who
pregnant?
are you?
My name is Shane. So I have Josh and Ray. They're sitting in chairs right now. And if there's anything you can say to them to tell them your story, I would really appreciate that.
Go home.
I will in a couple of days.
You're free.
Are you talking to somebody else or to me?
Maybe I do see you.
Okay, so you see me? Is there anything you'd like to tell me?
It was me.
What'd you do?
It was me.
It's starting
I'm
to
here.
get dark on this side.
It was you. What's your name?
I can see like a silhouette on the left.
What's your name?
It's shaking something. Like a cup
I'm
or
fine.
something, I don't know.
You're fine here? Are you stuck here?
Move on. We don't need you.
You don't need us here? You're okay on your own?
Behind you. We're all over.
Okay, you're all over? What's behind me, though? Can you tell me what's behind me?
There's something that's still on the left side. It's like over near the left side of here. It won't come close. It's like it's shaking.
Everybody.
Like it's either scared or crying or cold.
It was me.
But it's like shivering.
Marlena or Medina.
Who's standing next to Ray right now? Can you tell me your name? Marlena? Is that you? Or Medina?
You've made me upset.
Why are you upset? How did I make you upset? By doing this? I guess I'll take over.
Deal with it.
Deal with the glasses? Yeah, I have to deal with them daily. So were you feeling heaviness, like anxiety, or what?
Yeah, it was suddenly like a white hot rush, you know?
Yeah.
So it was pretty weird.
Those out of commission or what?
Fucking look at the light. How's he?
It's
Popping off?
Yeah, same.
God, dude, everything is shaking so bad.
It's because we're walking. Can you go check over there and make sure the stuff is good?
I did feel something.
What was that?
It was you, Ray.
Behind you.
Good?
Yeah, I'm gonna frame it up just a little bit. The top of your head's a little bit cut off.
Good?
Yep.
Hey,
All right, is there
the
anybody-
woman, I couldn't make out what she was saying.
Does anybody want to speak to us? I feel like somebody here wants to talk to me. I'm probably pull Josh out. It's me. I'm gonna pull you out. He just pulled me out, so I'm gonna pull you out and give you a chance to.
Dude, that felt weird.
Yeah.
So all the light is blacked out in front of me, right here. I see flashing
Undertaker.
on this side and on this side, but
Look out.
it's blacked out completely in the middle.
Somebody, you said Undertaker. Is there somebody here you call the Undertaker?
Feels like something's tapping on my chest. Are you new here?
Yeah, I am pretty new here. I think we're all fairly new here. You probably haven't seen us often, at least. We've been here once before. What's your name? How many of you are up here?
More.
Oh, there are more than just you?
A woman screaming.
How many
Another
of you?
woman screaming. Run. Are you there?
I'm here. I'm here. Tell me what you want me to do.
I see something. It's weird. It's almost like a spider, like octopus, a bunch of legs. It's black. Red eyes. This is so weird. I just had an image like flash on my head. It's like Josh falling downstairs. Don't ask me why.
I need a hand.
What do you need a hand with?
Now.
This is fucking bizarre. So I saw an image of Josh falling downstairs, but he did not get up, and he's just laying there, and his left leg is bent up. This is so weird. I felt like a breath. Just felt a breath on my neck.
Help.
What do you need me to help you with?
Feels like something just walked behind me. Like walked from
Josh,
this side to this side.
Josh, see an image of Josh. He just
Another
woke up. He said,
scream.
"Help!" He's screaming, "Help!"
Hell just happened. He heard screaming.
What is this?
He said, "I'm screaming help."
Starting to see a fire.
Who is it? Hey.
Hey, I'm here still. Are you showing him a fire? Is there going to be a fire?
I'm starting to smell fire too. But it's not this house.
Are you showing us something
It's
somewhere
another woman
else?
crying. Help.
Tell me how to help you. Oh my God.
Something just tapped me on the shoulder.
It's
my
like
God.
a tree. A
just
tree
heard
is
that.
on fire.
You.
I just heard a noise behind Ray, and Ray said he thinks something tapped him on his shoulder.
There's something at the base of it on the roots.
Tell me.
And it's burning, but there's some sort of flower. It's like a blue flower.
Nothing.
It's got yellow in the center.
I just felt something walk behind me again.
This is bizarre.
Are you behind Ray?
So there's two girls
Help.
running up
I'm here
to
help.
the fire, to the tree,
I'm trying to help you.
and one of them is picking the flower, and the other one is trying to get the girl to stay away from the
One. What does that
from
mean?
the flower, like she doesn't want her to get burned.
Why are you saying one? There's only one girl? Not two?
I'm getting a lot of gibberish, like it's in another language.
So this girl, she's pulling her away.
Always behind Ray.
She's pulling her away, but it doesn't make sense what she's saying. I can't understand her. It's like she's not talking in English.
What is happening right now?
She's screaming at her, crying.
I can't
saying,
understand
"Get away
the
from
words.
the
God.
Get." It's almost like I can understand her now. Get away from the tree.
It sounds like it came from downstairs.
All right, I don't feel good, Ray.
You can get out of it.
Help me.
Dude, something is going on. What in the hell? For real.
What? Holy! You just freaked me out because Ray. It almost feels like I've only been in here for a couple of minutes.
No, dude.
What? Is he okay?
Several times he has said something and you have said almost something identical, but in a different way.
Do I need to go
You're
in?
talking about a vision and you're saying things about
That
that
vision is.
and he is saying words that correlate exactly to what you're saying. He said right before.
No way.
I swear to God, dude. I swear to God.
I'm telling you, dude.
He said, I hear gibberish in my headphones. It sounds like another language. You immediately said that. You immediately said, they're speaking, but I can't understand them. It's like it's in a different language. I swear to God.
No.
And that's
It's
just
starting to get heavy in here again.
That's just one of a million things.
My chest is starting to get.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, though.
My heart's starting to beat fast.
Like
I can
I'm
feel
shaking.
something
I heard him
behind
voice
me.
Downstairs. I heard some noises behind him, and he said, "Hey,
You heard
somebody
something on the
just tapping on my
stairs?
shoulder."
Okay, so dude, I had a vivid vision. You falling downstairs, okay? And it was freaking me out because it was so vivid. It was like a vivid dream.
Super real,
right?
yeah.
But you would not get up. Your left leg, I still see it in my head right now. This is crazy. Your leg is bent up like it abnormally, like it's snapped, like broken. You're not getting up.
When you were telling that, he said it hurts here.
Man. And then you get up and you say, help. And you're screaming, help.
I just got chills.
What?
Because right before you said that I said
something.
help, he said help. It's like right before.
No way,
I
dude.
swear to God, dude.
I just feel like there's something behind me. I'm not really getting anything, but I
I'm
still
not
feel like there's
kidding you,
something
dude.
behind me.
I'm not kidding you. That happened on like 5 different occasions.
We need to break out and talk
Just
about this.
standing by my left shoulder.
he was like, who is that? Oh, dude.
Bro.
Turn that off real quick. We've got to talk. This is freaking bizarre. Okay, so I'm going to recap again. All right, here, take these real quick. So I get in there and I'm just starting to see flashing and seeing all of that stuff, right? Then I see some weird, and I know this is going to sound crazy, look like octopus, like a black octopus legs, like multiple legs, right? Red eyes. We've heard that before. But I see it vividly in my sight, in my mind. And then I see a vivid, it was like so vivid, where Josh falls down the stairs. Okay?
Shit.
But whenever he falls, his left leg is snapped up abnormally. So his leg is snapped and it's up in a weird angle, right? But he's not waking up. He's just laying there. And then all of a sudden, and you can tell him what happens. So then he pops his head up and he's like, help!
So right before he said that, you said help.
Oh shit.
Okay?
Like, and I'm talking like
That's him breathing.
like maybe a second before.
All right, so there's that, right? Then I see a burning tree, like on fire completely. And there's two girls, and they're both running towards the tree, but there's one ahead that's running.
And so
And
when he says that, you say one. He says there's two girls. You say one.
So there's one running toward it. There's a blue flower like at the base of the tree, and there's yellow in it. And the girl, she's going there, and she's almost looks excited to go and pick that flower and get it.
Yeah.
The one behind her is running and screaming, but not in English, and was like in tears, saying, trying to grab her to pull her away.
You know what I'm about to say, what happened. You said that shit right before he said it, dude.
God.
And I said, what is going on?
So, but this girl is frantic, like trying to get whatever this other girl is, and they look almost identical. It's almost like they're twins. Pulling her, trying to get her away, get away. And then it started becoming like I could start to understand the language and saying, get away from the tree. Get away from the tree. You're going to hurt yourself. And then I said, I didn't feel good. I said, get me out, Ray. Then he taps me because I think that you're still standing there because it doesn't feel like a lot of time has passed. Mm-hmm. Then I take the glasses off and Josh is standing there. So now I think we realize why people are having hesitancy about the attic. Maybe there's something to a story attached to whoever's in the attic, or maybe they're trapped. But my thing is I don't like not having a conclusion, other than we know that what we were doing was yielding results. Right. We don't have a conclusion.
What we can do though is try and understand what that vision means. Clearly, they were trying to show you something if it was that vivid.
Well, what were they trying to show me about you falling down the stairs, snapping your leg? You need to be careful tonight.
And maybe that's what they're trying to say, is that they seem to think there's a possibility maybe I'm going to fall. It doesn't mean it has to happen that way, though, you know?
Yeah, you need to be careful.
Like you guys were tuned in to the same thing that was happening. Mm-hmm. You just couldn't, but with different senses almost.
Which is what the whole experiment was about. One was deprivation, the other one was overload.
Yeah. But y'all were in tune. Did you hear that? Mm-hmm.
All right, so what I think we need to do is get some rest and talk about it a little bit more tomorrow whenever we have a clear head. Yeah. And review some of the stuff that we've got, right. And reconvene tomorrow and try to figure out what's going on. Sound good?
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, good job, guys. All right, guys, so last night was eventful, big time. We're leaving tomorrow, but what bothers me so much is we don't have a resolution. It's open-ended. We did some mind-blowing experiments. I mean, one that we've never tried before. We did sensory overload and sensory deprivation in the same room together. And it was almost, I was joking about it before, it's almost like a paranormal musical chairs because we were jumping in and kind of like taking turns in the experiment in real time.
And not knowing who was doing what at any time.
Yeah, and another thing that was kind of cool about it is the connection
never got severed.
Right, it transferred from person to person.
Yeah, it never stopped. When one person got up, it just picked right up where that person left off. There was no dead zones, no downtime, no nothing.
And what was really interesting is like when the experiment was dying off, it didn't just die off for one person, it died off for the other person too, who also would have had no idea.
Right. So
It's almost like the connection was either like degrading or lost completely.
which begs the question, how much is our mind playing into it? There's different people all the time that they go into investigations and one person gets one thing and the other person gets something completely different. But whenever you're going into a situation like we did last night, we were all of the like mind of, we wanted a blank slate. We wanted to go in and we were open and receptive to whatever spirits wanted to tell their story to us. And in that situation, the connection was all connected with us as well. So not just who we were talking to,
Right.
but with each other.
And I gotta say, man, the part that I got to witness between you two, we weren't being influenced by each other. You weren't influenced by him. He wasn't influenced by you. I have no idea how does that even happen? How does that even work? And
It's a form of telepathy. That's the only way that I can describe it. That we were communicating. All three of us were, really.
yeah, no, absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
what's really strange about this whole thing too is we all sense things differently. Some of us hear things, some of us feel things more than hearing or experiencing in that way. But it's almost like it opens up gifts in all of us that we otherwise would not have had.
Yeah. And yeah, what is weird about it, man, is that it seems that the more that we do these experiments, the more in tune we do become with that kind of stuff. And we're kind of all discovering our part to play in the scenario. It almost feels like, even though we may not feel like it's our part to play, somebody out there seems to think that it is. And something or whatever is going on, we tend to have a connection with it, and I don't know why. And I wish that we could see it as vividly as they tell it to us and help us understand more.
And it's crazy too, because we went upstairs and I was completely drained, like almost instantaneously when we got up there. But after a while, I was zoned out for most of it, and then I started doing the Essie's method, and it's like I woke up again,
Oh yeah,
so
man,
it's
you
like,
were like a new person
yeah.
whenever you started that.
So it's like something was going on up there. It was like either it was drawing energy for that particular reason, it was just waiting for the right connection at that time. Because we were down on the second floor. We got nothing. It was complete radio silence.
And that was something else that we had spoken about, and that was interesting, is that the way the Essie's method worked and the way the spirit box was working, it was almost like there was no radio stations out there. It was all just white noise, and the stuff that you did hear coming through were words. Yep. That was pretty much it. No music, no nothing.
Yeah, no nothing. It was either white noise or what we want.
You know what I would like to try in the future too? Because what happened last night, we were using sensory deprivation equipment that we normally use, right?
Right.
The more that we go into this, the more that we do these investigations, what if we start weaning the equipment off? What if through this whole journey that we're doing, we're going to these places this year, what if it is putting us in tune with in a way, and we're kind of training our sixth sense to be something that I honestly think too that everybody can train and control. What if this is just heightening it for us to a degree that we're able to have that connection without any of the equipment at all?
That's something to that, yeah.
Essentially what we're doing is we're getting to a point where it may be time to take the training wheels off and ride the bike.
Our job isn't done here.
No.
Not by a long shot.
We need to come back and we need to finish up the job. Yeah. So I think we need to pack up. We did a good job. It was great, but we need to pack up and reassess when we need to get back here to finish up what we started.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, good job, guys.
Good job.
Let's go.
Searchers out.